and welcome back to Trojan Crier.
Happy early Thanksgiving. Everyone remember to stay safe this holiday season.
Last year's state testing was canceled due to COVID-19, and many students are concerned about their scores.
Currently, there is a bill being reviewed by Ohio's Education Committee. If the bill is passed, it will alter the requirements for state testing in Ohio for this school year.
That sounds interesting. Cecilia Carlisle has the story.
Last spring, the Ohio Education Committee passed Senate Bill 164, exempting all Ohio schools from state testing. High school principal Ryan Gulwitz says that the bill allowed a student's final grade in class to count for state testing requirements.
For example, if you got an A in the course, you would earn 5 graduation points. A B would be 4, a C would be 3, 2 would be a D, and an F you earn 1 point.
With some students in-house and others at home online, it's safe to say everyone's learning paths are different. Freshman Clara Johnson says that not having state testing allows for more even playing ground between students at home and in person.
I feel like that would be fair because there's a lot of people going through a lot of stress right now, and even if you're online or not online.
While Senate Bill 164 only applied to last year, Ohio legislation is currently reviewing a new bill, Senate Bill 358, and if passed, Ohio schools will not have to take state tests again this year.
Treasurer of the District Board of Education, Lori Halk, says that state testing does affect federal funding. However, not having state tests this year will not have any major effects.
I'm not sure that really would have any effect on the federal funding. If they approve a different method to how they're going to count the scores, or whether it's based on things we've done at school instead of the actual tests, that's not really going to affect our federal funding in any way.
Whether or not Ohio high schools have state testing this year, students will have to continue to study hard to get through these difficult times. For Trojan Crier, I'm Cecilia Carlisle.
Wow, I wonder how that will play out.
I don't know about you, but I'd be pretty happy if I didn't have to take any state tests this year.
The cross-country season is now over, and Avery Tucker and Abigail Dickoff competed at the state meet.
Congratulations, ladies.
Now that we are moving into the winter season, the jazz band is in full swing.
Let's take a look inside a jazz band practice and see what those guys are up to.
Jazz is a fairly young musical art form compared to classical music. So classical music, you could go back 500 years. Jazz, we're just about 100 years old. So it's a new art form. And of course, what's younger than jazz? Rock or rap or whatever. But you can listen to folk music. There are a lot of what would be considered American folk has roots in the folk music of the people who immigrated to the U.S., right? They're like people from Ireland or Scotland, the Eastern European, we're America is a melting pot. So in that sense, jazz is a fusion of different cultures, right? So you're playing concert band, orchestra, marching band, a rock band, country music, jazz. They all use the same alphabet, if you will, right? The chromatic scale.
Jazz is different because it has a different feel to it, and in some cases you count it differently than regular music. So you kind of have to train yourself to count it in that different way, and it's more about feeling the beat too than other music. You can't just play the notes. A lot of time you have to kind of figure it out yourself and make it go along with what the rest of the band is playing too.
A young person who's unaware of jazz might think that the origins of blues lie within some rock musician, going back all the way back to the 1950s. No, jazz goes back to 30 years before that,
I think it's since more techniques to learn and stuff to get more advanced makes to help you become a better player and stuff, which I think.
Jazz is America's music, and America, the fabric of America's society, is this very thing of this mix of cultures.
I personally love the sound of a good saxophone solo.
You said it. The jazz band sounds great this year.
You can buy the Trojan Crier tomorrow for $1 to read more about the state tests, FFA competitions, and a feature on new Trojan babies.
That's it for this issue. For Trojan Crier, I'm Laura Lemke.
And I'm Carter Jones.
We'll see you next time.